Hello, welcome to Gaming Gain. My name is Muzz, and yes, you are reading the title right. I went to a singles night. Um, I wanted when I came back to YouTube, I wanted to make my channel a bit more personal. I didn't think I'd be getting this personal so quick, but hey ho, I had an experience and I wanted to kind of share it. So this was in Glasgow, where I live, and yeah, I just decided it popped up on my kind of social media. It seems to be like a company that does these sorts of things, and they seem to have events in Glasgow and Edinburgh. And I thought, why not? Let's go along because it was one of my favourite things in the world, which is a board games night. So I thought, what better way to meet people than to go to a board games night? So I made it a bit difficult for myself. I arrived late. I had a gym session beforehand, so I had to get ready quite quickly. My clothes, I had to pack my bag. Probably weren't as well, they're probably a bit more creased than I would have liked. So yeah, dealing with the stress of all that. It started at 7 and I believe I got there at 8. So arriving an hour later, it went on till 10. So I was like, right, I can go see what the vibe is and then go from there. So I walk in and everybody's sat at a table already playing board games, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, right, there's somebody there who's hosting, but she's busy. Um, so I just go order tea. I'm kind of standing there awkwardly for like a good couple of minutes while my tea's being ordered. Thankfully, the host notices me and comes up and kind of tells me the format. Very informal. Like it's not like one of these speed dating ones where you automatically go on to the next one. It's not like a time limit. It seemed like a bit more chill. So she explained all this to me, and I got my tea and I sat at a table. And let me tell you, oh, it was a struggle at this table. So they had got out a very complex game. I think was called the Doomsday Ticker or something like that. And I have seen people playing it before, but they must have been going at it for like a good 20 minutes and they hadn't even started. Like they hadn't even started the game. And this poor guy next to me was having to read off this book of instructions. It was literally like a manual, like that thick of instructions. That doesn't look that big on camera, but for a board game, like that is a substantial amount of time. And you could tell like people were just like, right, who chose it? Why did we choose this game? So we made the decision to move on to something else, and thank goodness. And we got a game that I actually won that I probably should have got out. So here's the game here. It is called Poetry for Neanderthals, and it was, oh great, we're getting adverts in the background. Ignore that for the moment. But a much simpler game, much easier to set up. Basically, you've got two teams, and you'll get a prompt. I feel like I'm just talking about board games now, not actually talking about the date night, but that was part of the date night, I guess. And yeah, you get a prompt, and you have to describe it using only one syllable words. So, for instance, one of the ones I got was cow, so it was like I milk it, or it live on farm. So you're speaking like a Neanderthal basically, and it's fun, it's fast. There's a giant inflatable club. Like if I used a two syllable word, so say I say it lives with chicken, I'd get a donk on the head, which was actually quite a good icebreaker and a bit of fun for the kind of table, and it got us a wee bit more relaxed with each other. And just as we started getting relaxed with each other, the host was like, right, let's move around and let's mingle a bit. So I was like, okay. So I went and sat at the kind of couch bit now, and very tight, very tight to sit. Again, a bit awkward to start, as you would expect, like complete strangers. We're back, good. Like there was some like kind of general chit chat, and then we're like, right, let's go get a game. So we went for Cards Against Humanity, a bold choice, if I have to say, from myself, because I'm the one who picked it. And yeah, if you're not aware, Cards Against Humanity, quite a controversial game in some circles. Don't play it if you're very easily offended, as I think one of the people was that we were playing with, so that was a bit. And there was also someone who didn't know how to play it, which was, you had to just be like, it's fine, I've not played it before. But yeah, it was, again, I think there was a few of us that were getting into it, and this is where I wish the host maybe made it a bit more snappier with like the actual like mixing up of tables, because it felt like it went on for a long time. Like, we finished the game of Cards Against Humanity, which I played it so many times, and I don't think I've ever finished a game of Cards Against Humanity, let alone in a singles dating night. So yeah, and that was actually like the end of my evening. I was like, right, I'm going to go home, going to get the earlier train just so I could get out of there. So overall experience, listen, it was fun. I got to play some board games. There was some very nice people there. I mainly talked to guys, which is not what I'm interested in, but they were nice enough. It just seemed like the ratio was a bit more. Yeah, there was more guys than females. Would guess what you would expect of this sort of thing. But they were all nice, all really lovely. Like, we had a few laughs, and would I go to another one? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Not really sure. Maybe the board game one, where if I just want to go play board games with people who want to play board games, because I don't really do that enough, to be honest. But overall, I wasn't like, yeah, I didn't think. I think that it could have been a bit better, and that like the games were picked out beforehand, and it's shorter snap. Like, I seen a team with Uno, which I was like, yep, that's perfect. Most people know how to play Uno. It gets people talking. It's a fun game, rather than like leaving it up to us. So get like the games out, and then you maybe like we were like mixing ourselves. You maybe have a better system where you go to different tables when the host says. But yeah, I'm happy. I did it. Going myself and just kind of trying out something a bit different from the dating that I've been kind of doing this year. As I say, didn't meet anyone. Didn't talk to anyone really that much. Didn't give myself probably enough time. Like, I'm sure if I'd have been there at the start, there would have been a bit more icebreakery stuff. But coming late and then leaving early is not the best combo, I guess, for one of these things. But yeah, that was my experience at the singles board game night. Loved the board game element of it. I had great fun playing the Neanderthal poetry, and Cards Against Humanity is a great. Yeah, different people there from different walks of life, and it was actually a good mix. It was a good mix. There was nobody who was like too overbearing or too much. It was like a nice mix, nice calm environment to kind of come into, and I got a nice cup of tea. I should have went for the brownie, but there was a nice brownie that was like calling to me, but I was like, I'm being good. So yeah, a bit more personal tonight, and that is kind of what I want to go. Should state that I didn't go dressed like this. I actually went in something that I thought was nice, and this is just the night after. I kind of reflected on it and kind of thought, yeah, I don't know if I had to rate it, yeah, it was okay. It was all right. Depends what you're going for, I guess. If you're going to play board games, it's great. If you're going to meet nice people, yeah, it's nice. If you're going for dating, I'm not really sure how effective it would be just in a big group setting like that, where it's more geared for building up. I don't know. It's the first time I've done one of these things, so And who knows, maybe it could be the last. Maybe it could be the last, but we're not sure. I always like to try different things. They've actually got a Kaylee coming up in December, which I love a Kaylee. I've got a kilt, so it could be one that I do as well. But my December is looking pretty busy, really busy actually. So I need to maybe put that one in the back burner. But anyway, I don't know if you've had any. Have you attended any singles night, speed dating, anything like that you'd like to let me know about? Any dating horror stories, I guess. This one wasn't that bad, just wasn't that great. It was good experience. Happy I done it. Yeah, leave all that stuff down below. With all that being said, if you have any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.